Hello everyone, this is a video of what's going to be happening with the Jesus Revolution in film. Do you feel like you're hated or mistreated or feeling like nobody cares about you? This same thing happened during the time of Justice League. During that time, Superman's dead and his adopted planet is missing him something fierce. Crime is up, hope is down, Batman's doing his best to keep Gotham in line, but he's only one guy in a cape. Then one night, as Batman takes down yet another petty, unrepentant thief, something else crosses the party. A winged, toothy interloper, and when Batman corrals him with his handy-dandy utility belt net, the thing just melts. The criminal, temporarily forgotten, pipes up. They know he's dead, right? He asks. Where does that leave us? Where indeed, Batman, for all his nifty gadgets and crime-fighting gizmos and owned combat skills, is just a guy getting more gray hairs by the minute. If this flying monster is the beginning of an invasion, batarangs won't be enough to stop it. Batman chats the matter over with Wonder Woman, who tells him a rather disturbing story. In an age long past, a Baden named Steppenwolf harnessed the massive power of 3 mysterious boxes to nearly destroy and remake the world. Only an alliance of pretty much every human, god and demigod of the time stopped Steppenwolf, slapped him on a metamorphical magic carpet, and sent him far, far away. But the boxes weren't so easy to get rid of. Now it seems they've mysteriously begun waking up, and Steppenwolf seems to have returned as well. With no Man of Steel to rely on, Batman and Wonder Woman put a team together, a team of superpowered humans who just might be able to slow Steppenwolf's roll. But the folks Batman has in mind keep pretty much to themselves. Arthur Curry, aka Aquaman, spends most of his time not just undercover but underwater. Barry Allen, soon to be called the Flash, stays out of sight most of the time too, the only expectations being when he goes to visit his incarcerated father. As for Victor Stone, well, most everyone just thinks the kid's dead. Only those with access to a bad computer know he's not only alive, but half machine, skulking and pouting around his dad's apartment. No, they are not a particularly sociable lot, which makes them a lot like Batman himself. But the Dark Knight knows that if they hope to save the world, they'll need to work together. Much ink has been spilled on the previous missteps in the DC Extended Universe. How Batman was so bitter and bloodthirsty in Batman vs. Superman. How Supes was so angsty in Man of Steel. Our heroes work overtime and risk their own lives to save those of innocence. You can't save the world alone, the movie's poster read. It's a lesson Batman learned in his last movie appearance, and he tries to convey the conviction to his new antisocial partners. These heroes care not only about humanity, but individual humans too. They'll do whatever they can to save them, even if it means exposing themselves to danger. They care about each other as well, and all that Justice League is, and at its core, the story of some talented individuals discovering the beauty of teamwork. And even if the story misfires at times, the message is still worthwhile. This same story reminds me of the chosen episode of Unlawful. In Nob, Israel, 1008 BC, as Achimelech teaches his son Abiathar about the shewbread, David seeks him out for food. In Jericho, AD 26, Simon and Matthew try to get along as they search for Mary Magdalene in dark places. Matthew and Simon find Mary Magdalene, who is ashamed for leaving the camp and returning to her old life, and they convince her to return. At the camp, Jesus forgives Mary Magdalene for turning back. The group receives dreadful news about John the Baptizer's arrest by King Herod Antipas, distressing Andrew. Thomas informs Jesus of their lack of food, and the group goes to a synagogue in Wadi Kelt on Shabbat. In the synagogue, Jesus heals a man with a withered hand named Elam, upsetting the Pharisees Mada and Lamech. And as the group leaves, Jesus permits his hungry disciples to eat and pluck grain. The Pharisees criticize them for doing this on Shabbat, and Jesus references David and the shewbread as he declares himself the Son of God and the Lord of the Sabbath. This chosen episode is similar to Justice League because both stories emphasize the need for friends to support each other. You can't save the world alone. Matthew and Peter show support and understanding to Mary Magdalene in her challenges. Jesus shows her the truest friendship, forgiveness. Also in the chosen episode, the Pharisees are obsessed with rule following instead of trying to help people. These themes of serving, helping, and supporting one another are central to the gospel. It's encouraging to see some of these themes show up in Justice League 2. Today we are in a situation again where many people feel like they're living the American nightmare. Without God, there isn't real hope in this world. But God won't leave us because I believe that God is going to do great things and it's already beginning. The Jesus Revolution film reminds us that Jesus is with us no matter what is happening in our world. I believe that pretty soon it's going to be happening everywhere. This is what revival is. Many people coming to Christ. Here at Cool Guys and Gals Picture Steers, we're going to be making different kinds of Christian films. I want anyone who is desperate for the word to know that you will receive forgiveness in His name if you will just pray and ask God. It won't matter where you come from, or what you look like, or if you feel like you're an outcast. Join us here. If you feel misunderstood and judged, this is where you belong. If you feel caught in something you've done or are doing, you will find forgiveness and freedom right here. No guilt trips. This is your home, and I want you to tell all of your friends about it. There's a place for you here. Thank you. God bless.